Hello students, we'll continue the next multiple choice questions. Page number 15, 36th question. 36th question. Asexually produced organisms inheriting all the characters. I'm repeating it. Asexually reproduced organisms inheriting all the characters of their parents is first offspring. The first one is offsprings. The meaning of offsprings, it is nothing but young ones produced from the parents. The second one is clone. The clone is nothing but it is the morphologically, genetically similar to the parents. And the third option is variety. Variety means it is a change. Fourth option, hybrid. Hybrid is nothing but the individual produced by two different parents, or the offspring or an individual produced by two different parents are called as hybrids. I read out the question again. Asexually produced organism inheriting all the characters of the parent. So the parental character should be passed on to the offsprings, all the characters, but here the exact answer is clone. B is the right, second one is the answer because they are morphologically, genetically similar to the parents. So the answer is clone. We'll go for the next question, 37th question. Type of asexual reproduction produced in Hydra is, I repeat this, asexual reproduction found in Hydra is gemule formation. So the word gemule formation, it can be noticed in a freshwater sponge called as spongilla. In that spongilla, gemule formation takes place, but it is not in Hydra. We go for second one, sporulation. Sporulation means it is nothing but formation of a spore that can be noticed in rhizobus. Third option, binary fission. So the binary fission is nothing but the parental body is cut into two equal halves that can be noticed in bacteria. The fourth option is budding. So budding is nothing but a small outgrowth produced from the parental body, and this bud is cut off or pinched off. This can be noticed in Hydra. So the right answer for this is budding. So in Hydra, asexual reproduction is by budding. So fourth option is right. We'll go for the next one. External water is not required for fertilization. So already we know that there are two types of fertilization. One is internal fertilization, external. Internal means it should always take place inside the body of an organism. But here, external organism means here it is required water for its fertilization. But here the question is external water is not required for fertilization. So this indicates it is internal fertilization. External water is not required. So I'll read out the options. The first one is pteridophytes. So pteridophytes are called as lower vascular plants, but they are oftenly called as ferns and shade-loving plants. The second one is bryophytes. So the word bryophytes is always called as non-vascular plants. They are also called as amphibians of the plant kingdom. Meaning of amphibians, they require water for the sexual activities like fusion of gametes. The third option is thallophytes. The word thallophytes, it is a lower plants, thalloid plants. They require water for their fusion of gametes. The fourth option is spermatophytes. The word spermatophytes are nothing but seeded plants. So for a seeded plant, they are usually, water is not required. They are usually the fusion of a male gamete and female gamete takes place. So the right answer for this is called as spermatophytes. I repeat this, spermatophytes are seeded plants. For seeded plants, water is not required for the fusion of male and female gametes. So the answer is fourth one. Now we go for the next question, 39. Production of asexual reproduction, generally gametes. Production of asexual reproduction generally generates. It's not gametes, it's generates. Production of asexual reproduction generally generates. First option, morphologically similar individuals. Yes, this may be the answer. We'll go for the next one. Genetically similar individuals, even this. Offsprings that are exact copies of their parents, even this is right. So the possible answer is all the above. So all the first three, morphologically similar to individuals, genetically similar individuals, offsprings that are exact copies of their parents, all the above. So the answer is all the above. So fourth option is right. Now we'll go for the 40th question. Match the following. Choose the correct combinations. I'll read out column 1, column 2 with the right matchings. So we're going for right matchings. Column 1, crow. Crow is 15 years. 15 years. This is nothing but lifespans. Crow is the individuals in the first column. Second column, the lifespans has given crow 15. Parrot 140 years. Butterfly 1 to 2 weeks. Tortoise 100 to 150 years. Crocodile, it is 60 years. So this right matchings can be noticed in the first option. So for the 40th question, first option is right. So we'll go for the next question. Which of the following is not exactly matched? So here, not correctly matched. Exactly correctly matched. So we are going for the options. First option, rhizome. Ginger. Yes, rhizome is nothing but an underground stem modification. Example, ginger called Gingiber officinalis. This is right. Second option, bulbil. Again, this is asexual reproduction. Bulbils noticed in a plant called as agave. Even this is right. Conidia. Conidia, sponge. So this is a wrong matching because conidia should have a being. Example, penicillium. Penicillium notatum should be there. For a sponge, it should be gemule. It should be gemule. But here conidia and sponge is given. So this is not correctly matched. Leaf, bud, bryophyte. So leaf margins, notches, there is a presence of small outgrowths called as buds can be noticed in a plant called as bryophyllum. Even this is right. So the option here is, third option is not correctly matched. So we'll go for the next question. From among the situations given below, choose the one that prevents autogamy, but not geitonogamy. So word autogamy is nothing but self-pollination. Geitonogamy is nothing but the pollination that the flowers fall on another flower of a same plant. For that we use the word geitonogamy. The word auto means self. We are going for the options. The first option, monoecious plant having unisexual flowers. Monoecious plant bearing unisexual flowers. Yes, this is right because monoecious means both male and female are present in the same individual. So this matches with the question. We go for the second one. Dioecious plant bearing only male or a female flowers. So this is not going to match. The third one, Monoecious plant with the bisexual flowers, even this never matches here. Dioecious plant with a bisexual flower, even this is wrong. The right option is monoecious plant bearing unisexual flowers. This is usually called as the right answer for the 42nd question. Now we'll go for the next question. Identify the organism, find out the mode of reproduction. Here the organism given here is Hydra. It is a freshwater sponge. Here at the tip of the Hydra there is a mouth called as hypostome. Hypostome, this is covered by the whorls of tentacles. Here there is a presence of whorls of tentacles have been present. So this is usually called as Hydra. From the Hydra there is a presence of small outgrowth, and this outgrowth has the presence of tentacles, and this outgrowth is called as bud. So here we are going to see what is this. So here identify the organism. This is what is that organism identified, and find out the mode of reproduction. I'll read out the options. First option, external budding in Hydra. So yes, this option is right because outside the body there is a presence of a bud. For that we call it as external budding in Hydra. The first option is right. So external buddings or external one is also called as exogenous, whereas internal buds are called as endogenous. But here exogenous, external bud is right. Now second option, internal budding in Hydra. So in Hydra internal budding never occurs. Unequal budding in yeast, but it's not a yeast diagram, it is a Hydra diagram. Even this is not the answer. And the fourth one is none of the above. But here the first option is right. External budding in Hydra. We'll go for 44th question. In vegetative propagation by tuber, which of the following remains constant through generations? I'll repeat this. Vegetative propagations by tuber. Which of the following remains constant through generations? Morphology. First option is morphology. It is nothing but external appearance of an organism. The second one is called as vigor only. Vigor is nothing but it is a good health, or we call it as a physical strength. That is called as vigor. So vigor only. So this is not the answer. The third option, vigor and morphology only. So even this is not the answer. The fourth option is morphology, vigor and disease resistant. So this is right. So morphology is also there, vigor as well as disease resistant. This can be noticed in a vegetative propagations. So here the fourth option is right. Now we'll go for the 45th question. Induction of rooting on stem before separating them from the parental plant. Induction of rooting on the stem before separating from the parental plant is, I'll read out the option, grafting. The word grafting, in this word grafting, we have two words. One is called as a rooted plant and the other one is called as individual, which is joined from another plant. So we'll take one more plant and join this, and these two plants which have been joined. So here, and this is being propagated here. So here we call it as one called as scion and the other one is called as stalk. So here rooted is called as scion and stalk. This type of cutting is called as grafting. The second one is layering. So grafting can be noticed. Grafting can be noticed in a mango, guava, rose. In all this, graftings can be noticed. The word layering. Second option, layering. Layering means one of the stem is usually moved down and comes up. So this is cut and give rise to new plant. Such type of process is called as layering. Layering can be noticed in jasmine, China rose, lemon. We'll go for third option, cutting. The word cutting is nothing but the stem is taken, cut, and it is being sown. For that we use the word cutting. So for this you can notice in a tea plant, coffee, sugarcane, and China rose in all this, even cutting can be noticed. Fourth option, root stem joint. So root stem joints are not used here. So this is not the one here. The right option is induction of roots on the stem before separating from the plant is always called as layering. Once it is been joined here, roots are being produced here and it can be detached. So hence the answer is layering. So we'll start with exercise level 2. In this, we are going to start from the beginning. Page number 16. First question. Which of the following species flowers only once in their lifespan or lifetime? So only once in their lifetime. So I'll read out the options. The first one is bamboo. The second one is mango. The third one is apple. Fourth option, both 1 and 3. So here only once it produces the flowers, once in 50 years or 100 years, that can be noticed in the bamboo. So the answer is bamboo. Because in a mango, it is always called as true fruits. Mango, true fruits. That is nothing but, so the flowers are produced once it undergoes flowering maturity and keep on flowering throughout the year. So 1 year, again next year like this, it keep on producing. That is true fruits. Next, apple. Apple is a false fruit. Here, always the fruits are developed from the thalamus. It is not from the ovary. Whereas in the true fruits, it is developed from the ovary. Apple, thalamus forms a fruit. So the options are wrong. The right option is called as bamboo. Now, we'll go for the second question. Distribution of some bryophytes and pteridophytes is limited. Distribution of some bryophytes. Bryophytes are called as amphibians. They are called as non-vascular plants. And pteridophytes. Pteridophytes are called as lower vascular plants, shade-loving plants, majority commonly called as ferns. Is limited because, I read out the options. First options, need water for transport of male gamete. Yes, this is even the right answer. Needs water for the transport of male gamete. Second one, needs water for fertilization. So both the options are right. So the answer is third option, both 1 and 2. Both 1 and 2 is the answer. Fourth option, needs water for pollination. This is not the answer. So for the second one, third option is the one. Both 1 and 2. We'll go for the third question. Inside the matured seed, the progenitor of the next generation cord. So the word inside the matured seed is the progenitor. The meaning of progenitor, this is nothing but origin, first, before. That is the meaning of progenitor of the next generation cord. So this is the question. We are going for the options. The first one is embryo. So the embryo is always giving rise to a new plant. It is not the matured seed. It is not the other one. Brightly we use the word embryo. Always a mass of cells, ball of cells, embryos is giving rise to new plants. The second one is zygote. The zygote is nothing but the fusion of a male and female gamete, zygote. So ovule. So ovule is the right answer because always ovules will be giving rise to seed. So we know that ovary gives rise to a fruit. Ovary gives rise to a fruit. But ovules gives rise to a seed. So the third option is right. The fourth option is embryo sac. So embryo sac is 7-celled, 8 nucleated, but this is not the answer, but the third one is right. Now we'll go for the fourth question. The number of chromosomes in meiocyte. The word meiocyte is called as gamete mother cell. So here the cell which produces the gametes are always diploid. Meiocytes are diploid and the gametes producing cell. This is the meaning of a meiocyte. I read out the question. Number of chromosomes in a meiocyte of onion, potato, housefly, humans and oviparous respectively are. So here some of the plant names are given and we require chromosome number which is diploid. So I read out the right one. Onion. Onion 2n is equal to 16. Potato 2n is equal to 48. And housefly 2n is equal to 12. Humans, Homo sapiens 2n is equal to 46. Oviparous reticulatum, the chromosome number is 2n is equal to 1260. So these options will be matched in the third one. So third objective or third multiple choice is the right answer for this question. We will go for the next question. During this college days, Panchananan Maheshwari, that is called as P. Maheshwari, father of Indian embryology. During his college days, Panchananan Maheshwari was inspired by the American missionary teachers. I read out the options. I read out the options and give this here. The first one is doctor. So, Dr. W. Donjin. This W is nothing but Winefield. Donjin. This person is called as the founding president of India in a botanical society. So this is the right option. Panchanama Maheshwari was inspired by this person. So the first option itself is the right answer. When we go for the second option, T.R. Malthus. This person is Thomas Robert Malthus. This person is nothing but, this person is well known for the theory of population. Whereas the third person, Charles Darwin. So this person is well known and he is the father of evolution. Charles Darwin is the father of evolution. And fourth one, Charles Darwin and Francisco Darwin. So Charles Darwin and Francis Darwin, these two persons comes under evolution. So here the right option is the first one. We'll go for the next question, sixth question. Menstrual cycle occurs in First option is female primates. Female primates. Second option, human females only. Third option, mammalian females. Fourth option, rabbits only. So here, menstruation cycle is nothing but once in 28 days. It undergoes release of egg or ova, bleeding, hence it is called as menstruation cycle. This can be noticed only in a female primates. Female primates. So first option is right. It can be noticed in monkeys, apes as well as mammals. So female primates is the right one. Whereas the third option, mammalian females. Here the word mammalian means it includes both primates as well as non-primates. So in a non-primates, it can be noticed estrous cycle. Estrous cycle can be noticed. It can be noticed in cows, sheep, deers, rabbits. In all this, there is a presence of non-primates. So here, both will occur. So this will not be the answer. Human females will not be only the answer, but rabbits only, even is not the answer. The right answer is female primates. We'll go for the next question. Many mammals which are reproductively active throughout their reproductive phase are called. I'll repeat this. Many mammals which are reproductively active throughout their reproductive phase are called continuous breeders. Yes, because the word continuous breeders means they are continuously reproducing throughout the year. So the first option itself is the right one. We'll go for the second one. Seasonal breeders. So the meaning of seasonal breeders, only in a particular season they reproduce. For example, when you take a frog reproduces only in the rainy season, like that. Only in a particular season it reproduces, so it will not be the answer. We'll go for reflex breeders. The word reflect breeders are not the answer. Here, the word reflect breeders means, I'm writing this on the board. Reflex breeders. Meaning of this, non-primate female mammals to adopt a body position often evolution to reproduce behavior. So here I have given a definition because this type of questions may be asked for 1 mark. So I have given you in the descriptive manner. Reflex breeders are nothing but non-primate female mammals to adopt the body position, often evolution to their reproductive behaviors. So this is the reflex breeders, but this is not the answer. So we'll go for the fourth option. The fourth option is spontaneous breeders. The meaning of spontaneous breeder, here species often reproduces through the menstruation or often produces the menstruation cycle. So for this we call it as menstruation or spontaneous reproduction. But this will not be the answer. But the right answer is continuous breeders. So we'll go for the next question, 8th question. Syngamy. Meaning of syngamy, similar species gametes are fused or similar gametes are fused is called as syngamy. I repeat the options. First option, fusion of gametes. So here the fusion of similar type of gametes is present, hence the first option itself is right. We'll go for the second one, the fusion of cytoplasm. So the fusion of cytoplasms is called as plasmogamy. So this will not be the answer. The fusion of two similar spores. Two similar spores, for that we use the word isogamous. Isogamous, this will not be the answer. The fusion of two dissimilar spores is called as anisogamy. So even this is not the answer. The fusion of gametes is the answer for syngamy. So we'll go for next question. Development of an organism from female gamete. I'll repeat this. Development of an organism. Development of an organism from similar or female gamete, from a female gamete egg without involving fertilization. Here the egg or female gamete without the involvement of fertilization. Development takes place. So this is called as adventative embryony. Adventative embryony. So again, the meaning of adventative embryony. So here, the embryonic development without the fertilization, develops into nucellus or integuments. So this will not be the answer. I repeat this. Embryonic development without the fertilization is developed into nucellus or integuments. So this is not the answer. Next one, polyembryony. The meaning of polyembryony, formation of more number of embryos. More than one embryos are being formed. This is not the answer. Polyembryony is not the answer. Next one, parthenocarpy. The word parthenocarpy, this is nothing but development of a fruits. Development of a fruits without fertilization. For that we use the word parthenocarpy. Next, parthenogenesis. The word parthenogenesis is nothing but the female gamete egg or ova is developing into individuals without any fertilization. For that, parthenogenesis is the right answer. So for the 9th question, parthenogenesis is the right answer. Next, we'll go for the 10th question. P. Maheshwari, Panchananan Maheshwari encouraged general education and pushing to the school education by his leadership in bringing out the very first textbook of biology for higher secondary school published by NCERT in. So here this is the question. So first option 1964, second option 1966, third option 1974, fourth option 1986. So here the Panchanama Maheshwari published a book by the NCERT in the year 1964. So the right answer is 1964. This is the right answer. So we go for the next question, 11th question. Animals which possess cladoidic eggs. The word cladoidic eggs means the eggs of reptiles and birds which are covered by the shell. For that we call it as cladoidic eggs. I'll read out the options. External fertilization, internal development. Before giving these words, I'll give you the meaning. External fertilization means the fertilization takes place in the water, not inside the body of an organism. In the water outside the body, the fusion of gametes takes place. For that we use the word external. Internal fertilization means fusion of gametes takes place inside the body of an organism. For that we use the word internal. Next, internal development. The word internal development and external development. The meaning of internal development. The development of a zygote to the young ones takes place inside the body, hence it is called as internal development. The word external development means the fusion of gametes which has taken place, but the development takes place outside in the water, hence it is called as external development. Now I read out the options. First option, external fertilization and internal development. This is wrong because we want cleidoidic eggs of reptiles, birds and all this. So second option, internal fertilization, internal development. Even this is wrong. Third option, internal fertilization. So the fertilization is taking place inside, yes. And external development, even this is right, because once the male and female birds are being crossed, that is internal fertilization, they lay the eggs in the nest. So eggs are laid, hence it is called as external development. That egg is covered by a shell, hence it is called as cleidoidic eggs. So the third option is right. External fertilization and external development, even this is wrong.